Sagittarius, welcome to the High Vibe Club. We're going to look at the tarot messages July, August, September, the surprise of this summer. I'm going to cleanse the air and then we begin. I hope you're doing fantastic and I hope you packed your bags or you are on vacation when you're watching this. Cards always pre-shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck and we begin. Well, my cutting was weird. Page of Cups. What you don't see coming under the deck is an apology, a reconnection with someone, a soulmate, maybe, or somebody who feels that needs to clear the air. What's coming towards you? What's moving towards Sagittarius? Let's see. Nine of Swords. Being anxious, sleepless nights, worried about something. Yeah, let's see. Maybe reconciliation of some sort is on the table. What is in the obstacle for you? Let's see. Three of Cups. What did I tell you? Three of Cups is, again, very soulmate energy for me. But celebrating, socializing, being among soulmates, people you love, feeling connected, being out and about, but you're staying away from that, or you feel maybe a little bit left out. Let's see in the outcome. What's going on? Four cards came up. OMG. The Judgment, 10 of Pentacles, the Devil, and 8 of Wands. Interesting combination here. There will be a calling that you're going to see. There will be a reckoning of some sort. This is to do with stability, security, family settlement. Something that has been rushed through, maybe. Something that has played on your emotions. I'm just picking up some intuitive downloads. A very strange combination here. Something is going to be settled. However, there is some dependencies, codependencies in play here. Can be with, as I said, it feels like family settlement, family organization. Is to do with money, it's to do with even social status. But you felt left out. You felt unfairly treated. There will be a reckoning and there will be some quick progress. However, it might not be fully to your liking. Let me see. What's within you, please? Sagittarius. Interesting reading. Up to now, I didn't expect that. What will be the surprise within you? Knight of Cups and the Emperor. Interesting. You are sitting in a very strong, solid position. You feel almost empowered. You have a vision of a certain status for yourself, and this is what you want to receive. An offer that you've been waiting, a resolution of some sort, or a settlement. However, you have a very concrete vision of what you want to receive, where you want to be, how you want to be. Almost rigid. I will clarify, the Emperor is an amazing card. He's on the top of the pyramid, but he can be sometimes difficult to deal with because it's his way or the highway when he's more in his ego or in his shadow self. No genders in the tarot. He, she, doesn't matter. As I said, the Emperor is a beautiful top executor. Very wise. Very capable, resourceful, limitless resources ruler, but very set in his ways, almost like the Hierophant. Structure, structure, structure. Okay, let's see what's within the situation, people, person you're dealing with, please, for Sagittarius. Let's see. High Priestess, 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, OMG. There's been a conflict here. There's been a conflict, there has been argument, not necessarily arguments, but there has been a conflict. At the moment, or when you see this video, for the time frame that we're aiming here, summertime, there will be, thanks God, a very strong intuitive energy. Pay attention to the full moons, dreams, symbols, synchronicities. But there will be a very strong intuitive energy, and also a very strong will and energy of inner work and going within, resting, 4 of Swords, meditation, and receiving illumination and resolutions through quietness, meditation, nurturing ourselves. So what this tells me up to now, I will see what the surprise is. I'm not yet very clear, but within this time frame, if you are not aware of this, you will be aware that you need to really work on connecting with your intuition, resting, nurturing yourself. This is to do with a conflict resolution, whether it's within you or whether it's with someone else or other people, group of people. 5 of Swords usually speaks of other people, like a group, but it's not necessarily. It can be an internal conflict. Also, it does speak about mainly that the conflict is based on the ego and on the will to win at all costs. You know your story best, whether you are set in your own ways or whether both sides are like that, which gives a lot of anxiety. I already told you. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, how to resolve something. What is the final guidance, please, universe? Unbelievable. So many moon cards I'm going to show you now. This is shocking. Look at that. I mean, shocking because I'm reading with the Celtic Tarot and I'm looking at the depictions, and we have now 3rd time the moon is being depicted here. Unbelievable. So we had the High Priestess. I already spoke about that. She has all the knowledge. She's connected to the Akashic records almost, receiving knowledge from unseen powers. We have the 2 of Swords. A difficult decision to make. The only way to make this decision is through our intuition. We have the Knight of Wands and the Moon card. 2 of Swords is depicted with a new moon. And the full moon obviously depicts the full moon. You have to keep attention to the symbol synchronicities, what your intuition is telling you, what your gut feeling is telling you, especially around the full moons and the new moons. But the universe is telling you, you have to ground your emotions. The 2 of Swords makes decisions with grounded emotions. Intuition. You have to be prepared that this choice is not going to be an easy one. Knight of Wands is very fiery but very passionate. Also, Knight of Wands is non-committal and in and out energy. So as a guidance, I take it here that you have to definitely, again, balance yourself, ground yourself, and commit. Intuitively, it feels for some of you that you need to commit to the decision that you are planning to make. You have to ground yourself. For some of you. However, since I see the Emperor within you, this is quite a stable, set in its ways energy. So for others, it can be that the passion or dealing with the issue or communicating with a lot of fire and passion is not advisable. And again, the moon. Trust the cycles, trust your inner gut, trust your intuition, and trust the universe leading you when you're connected with your intuition. Trust that even if you're not absolutely clear about everything, things will be illuminated. You just have to have this confidence and trust to walk the path. This is the guidance. Now we will clarify. Interesting reading, Sagittarius. Whoever has come back, thank you so much for rejoining, and whoever has stumbled for first time, thank you for coming. And if you like to become a member, please do, you know what to do. Subscribe. Growing this channel now with your love and support, as it should be. Only the right souls are joining this channel, these videos, watching, commenting. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Your previous video, maybe you know, did amazing job. A lot of comments, beautiful comments, a lot of views. Thank you so much for your support. I'm not your straightforward orthodox personality. Bit of complexities going on, so I'm very happy that a lot of you get me. So what's coming, what's moving towards you was the anxiety and sleepless nights. However, beautiful energy is clarifying that. Hangman. The hangman is when we really retrieve and we rest, or we get the rest, quietness, and we let the universe illuminate us of what we have to do, what we have to deal with, how we have to come out of certain issues. The Nine of Swords also is almost like a self-imposed prison of the mind, going on and on and on in a loop about an issue, being a little bit stuck on an issue. So this is the right energy, the hangman, to try to get a different perspective. And I like this energy. Again, I'm repeating myself for some of you. The Emperor is within you. Beautiful energy, but a little bit stuck in his own ways. Okay, let's clarify this blocked socializing energy here. You don't feel like being among people. You don't feel like celebrating. You feel a bit left out. Or maybe you just feel like you're left out and you're self-isolating. Justice, yes, you feel you've been unfairly treated about something. You feel that you've been unfairly treated, and most probably you just retrieved, you went into your own castle, so to speak. But the universe is telling you, you have to face this choice in a different manner. Hermit is clarifying your outcome. Again, very spiritual card. By the way, a lot of spiritual cards here. The High Priestess, the Hermit, the Moon, Justice, Judgment, the Hangman, now the Hermit. Hermit is all the knowledge you can get through isolation. Again, speaks about isolation. And because we already had here Five of Swords, the conflict, whether you're in a conflict or disagreement with someone or other people or with yourself, it's a very clear message to me that you have to remove yourself from there. Or it tells me that since you removed yourself, for some of you, because the socializing card was blocked, since you removed yourself, you are receiving the knowledge. You are understanding things, because the Judgment also is hearing the call from above, seeing the path, seeing how everything is, and submitting to the will, the higher will, of your higher self even, right? Of your intuition, which is God. Okay? Beautiful. Let's clarify within you the Knight of Cups, this offer from the heart, and the Emperor. For some of you, it can be that you are willing to make an offer, or you're waiting for an offer. Let's clarify here. Ten of Swords. Yeah. You felt betrayed. You felt betrayed, or you felt hurt, mistreated. However, you went through whatever you have to go through, and now you're at the end of that road. Ten of Swords. You will be healing. You will be coming out of this. Of course, it's a process. still within you, but you are ready to come out of this. And I believe that you've taken, or you will be taking, the right steps. As I said, looking within, isolating yourself, quieting your mind, your emotions. Let's clarify within the situation of the person you're dealing with what is happening here. Ace of Pentacles. It is about an opportunity, about abundance, prosperity, very financial card. Can be an investment of some sort. It is big for you, at least. Important decision. But you need to get a different perspective. This different perspective about everything is going to be only through looking within, calming your mind, quieting your mind. Here is 10 of Wands. In the final guidance, the clarity is that you are at the end of this road. Heavy burdens, 10 of Wands, carrying them on your own. You are at the end of this road. Number 10 again, 2 10s. 10 can be important, by the way. Important number. Check it out. 10 usually is connected with spiritual alignment and messages, I think. Check it out. But 10 new beginnings as well. Soulmate card, like 11. So 10 we have here. End of this road. Very heavy burdens. Also the 10 of Wands, because it's in the final guidance, it does warn against us forcing ourselves to become the martyr, or just sacrificing ourselves, sometimes because of unwillingness to get help, or wanting to show how much we can, which is again driven by the ego, but it's self-imposed burdens. Can be. We have to stay away from that. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to force to be seen by others. We don't need that. We don't need others to see anything, right? We just need to see ourselves clearly. That's all. Okay, one final last card, universe, for Sagittarius. 2 of Wands, yes. Planning and strategizing. Also can be wanting to move away somewhere physically, or dealing with things and people at distance. But planning and strategizing, also this card warns about procrastination. So being in perpetual planning, stay away from that. Definitely. Take your time off, however long you need it to go within, but do not stay too long in it. Be ready for an action. You already had the 2 of Swords, which is actually readiness to act. That's not just thinking about the decision. It is making the decision and then action. Making the decision and action, because the 2 of Swords are there, ready to execute. So 2 of Wands, it's a beautiful card just before the actual steps of the 3 of Wands, progress, growth. But this is the planning. This is now opening up willingness, sorting our mind and emotions, and saying to ourselves, yes, I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to execute whatever you need to execute. Nice. And Ace of Cups, here it is. Ace of Cups is a opportunity for love, for growth, for being happy again. It does warn about balancing emotions again. We don't drown here, right? And again, underneath is the 3 of Wands. Gorgeous people. What did I tell you? You are very close, a step away from actually executing on something. But you will be, maybe these 3 months are going to be getting this different perspective, just twisting everything around to make sure that you see everything in the right way for you to make the right choice. And I believe that going from the planning and strategizing to actual execution will be almost immediate, because we already saw the hidden 3 of Wands, which is the actual progress and execution. And to me, if it's hidden, it means that you don't realize it even. So I believe the 2 processes, you will be kind of doing them subconsciously together. Because I believe that you've been dealing with this issue for some time. We had the 10 of Swords, which is end of this road, usually an old audio, long audio as well. Nine of Swords also speaks about quite a prolonged time of anxiety. 10 of Wands we had, which is again number 10, end of this road, long, difficult to deal. So, beautiful, interesting reading. What I think is going to happen here, by the way, I'm going to be pulling you your Oracle Cosmic Insight messages. The surprise of this summer. You will be surprised how things are going to fall into place in the just way. The judgment is here for you. You will almost not see it. You will not see it, or it might come in an unexpected manner or mode that at the beginning you won't even realize it. It is the actually balancing of the scales for you. But you will come to this conclusion. Why I'm saying that? Because the judgment is with the Hermit. And Hermit is not an energy speaking about a sudden illumination. The Hermit speaks about accumulated knowledge through isolation. So for some of you, it's not necessary that something is going to happen and then you will understand that it's just the right thing. You might come to the conclusion that whatever was happening is leading you to your justice and to your judgment. I don't know, for some of you, you might have been mistaken about something. I mean, we have a lot of cards speaking about getting a different perspective. Maybe you misjudged something. Maybe you misjudged something. Or maybe you thought that you're misjudged and mistreated, but it wasn't really like that. Yeah, it speaks a lot about going within and getting a different perspective, trusting your intuition. I'm divinely guided, divine cards here. They'll be backed Spy, and one more. I want 3. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we have the water sign. Maybe you have placements or whoever you're dealing with. Or maybe whatever was happening was in the water sign seasons, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Check it out. Or will be happening in these seasons. We have Scorpio coming in November. Spy, someone got their eye on you. You are doing your research. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Yeah, this might be your surprise. Gorgeous! I'm happy to have you here. I hope that this is of help, guidance, and service. I'll see you very soon. Let me know how this goes. I'm sending you bright light, beautiful healing energy with my Labradorite. Take care. Enjoy the summertime. Beautiful, gorgeous Sagittarius. Thank you so much again. You can put in the comments I accept and accept the beautiful energy. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all you do.